Well, hello everybody and welcome to the Sky's the Limit 3. Thank you all for coming, the early birds. People have travelled really far, and for that, thank you, bless you all for coming. We're going to start the evening off with a couple of speakers. For people who haven't a clue about why we're putting this night on, it's to raise awareness within the community and to connect people, like-minded people, who are raising awareness on a number of issues, because everything seems to be very compartmentalised, where you have one group with a lot of information and knowledge that's not connecting with another, when in reality this is all so important and it's all connected. So our first speaker, Hamilton, is going to come and speak to us on the bigger picture. Give him a massive round of applause.
Thank you. Well, hello, fellow conspiracy theorists. I say that as a joke, actually, because I actually don't like being called a conspiracy theorist. All these subjects that we're going to be talking about tonight, I've been studying for over a decade. Can you hear me? Thank you. So, yes, whenever I talk about this, people say, well, I'm not really into conspiracy theories. Well, neither am I. I'm into conspiracy facts. And that's why I'm really sort of pleased to be here tonight. I want to share the facts that I've got on this. A few years back, well, a decade or so ago, I studied to be a medical herbalist. And when I came out of college, I started seeing reports of it on the media, which is total lies. I'll give you an example of one. There's a thing called iatrogenic deaths, and that's deaths caused by doctors. And at that time, there was thousands, tens of thousands have died in a year. And I told my fellow students at college about this. So in the evening, we watched the BBC again reporting this, and they actually reported it like this. Yes, it's true, lots of people are dying, but it's because they're mixing herbs with the drugs we're giving. And I just couldn't believe, how can they get people up there to change the news? And since then I've been studying, as I say, lots of other things, and the media has always been one of the big things as part of that, how it's always been changed. What I've found nowadays is that because I've studied so much of it, when I talk to people about fracking, about geoengineering, the media, big pharma, people often say to me, you're like a conspiracy theorist. And I say, no, I really need to push the fact that this is facts. And so tonight, I met Mona through the geoengineering marches, and you asked me to talk on that. But I feel it's necessary to start with to get a clear picture of the big thing that's going on. I've actually brought along a few of these, and they're on the counter there for you to take with you if you want to. So what have I put down here as a question? So that who is conspiring to do what and why? In the handout, we talk about the global cabal, and there seems to be many of them. People talk about the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers. It is so complex that people get lost in it. So what I've done in the handout is just to put down a few sites that you can go to. Anybody interested can go and just find the big picture quite quickly. As to the what are they doing, it's pretty fairly well known that the New World Order is a plan. It's so maniacal if you just tell people who haven't heard of it before that there are people trying to rule the world. Well, Hitler tried it, Genghis Khan and Alexander the Great. It's not a new thing, but it's a thing done by insane people. And because we're not insane, it's very hard for the average Joe Bloggs to take that on board, that people really do want to rule the world. As part of their plan, it's fairly well known that they aim to reduce the population of the world. That's, again, it's just slightly mad, but I put down here on the handouts that I'm giving you quite a few sites that are proving that that is exactly what they are doing. In doing this, all of the other things the people are going to be talking about today, I'm sure you're about to fit it in the big picture once you see. When we're having our world poisoned by fracking, chemtrails, vaccines, the GMOs, the radiation, all of these, as I say, if you talk about them separately, it sounds mad. But if you see the big picture of what they're trying to do, it starts to take shape. I've mentioned poisoning. They've got wars. We all know about how they're lying their teeth out about Iraq, Libya and all the rest. Starvation. Now with GMOs, they have terminator seeds which cannot reproduce. And the control they're starting to have around the world is just unimaginable almost. Finally, I'd ask you to look at the control of the media. And again, all of these things I'm mentioning are down there for your handouts to look at, and I'd urge you to do so. Chomsky, we know about his writing on it, but there's several others here too. Control of the media, even in our sites, I've noticed when you're on the internet, you have shills, people in there dedicated to confusing what we're talking about and to try and stop people following it. So that's really all I've got to say today. I've come along just to ask you, take these with you and start to look at the big picture and try to fit in everything else you're going to be said tonight. Thank you.